Today, we're talking about everyday carries. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and yes, today we are talking about EDCs, the stuff that you have in your pockets, on you at all times, and I am obsessed with this stuff. A lot of you will know this. I love watching videos of EDCs and people unboxing EDC items, and today I'm going to be doing exactly that. I'm going to show you my EDC, my everyday carry, and then I'm going to go through some items that I think would be the best, the top picks for a magician's EDC. I've got some great tricks and little objects that really help with tricks. But yeah, let's dive in and show you my EDC. First item, very self-explanatory, it's my phone. Nothing really special about it, it's got quite a nice case on it, but other than that, it is just a phone. And I guess it ties into some of the magic. There are some apps on here that do things that are magic related, but to be honest, I've kind of moved away from using apps, especially in professional settings. I don't ever really use magic apps. Don't know why, I might get back into it at some point, but it's just not something I've been heavily relying on lately. If you are interested, this is a Samsung Note 9, which means it has a little pen in it, which actually I use quite a lot. I know a lot of Note users never use the pen, but I am constantly jotting down ideas. It's just like having an unlimited notebook in your pocket. So yeah, that is really, really helpful for video ideas, for trick ideas. I just take the pen out and I just scribble down the ideas. It's helpful. Next thing, it's worth mentioning, I carry my keys. Got a little Lego brick on there, but again, they're just keys. You know what keys look like. Although sometimes my keys will have a trick on them, but stay tuned to find out what that is. Next up is my wallet. This is sort of a solid state wallet. I looked into things like Ridge, and I might go for a metal wallet in the future, but I've gone for just a leather wallet. Super simple, 4 pockets, one in the middle. Got a couple of hairbands around it from when my hair was really long. I used to just keep my hairbands around the wallet so I could tie my hair up when it was getting in my face, but I guess I don't really need them now, but it's just sort of habit that they're there, and it kind of stops things falling out. But yeah, really nothing much to it. It's got the little CVN embroidered? No, embossed? No, what is that? I guess just kind of etched on there in the corner so that I know that it's mine, but also because it looks cool. And to be honest, most of the time, my EDC just kind of stops there. It's just the 3 items. It's just phone, wallet, keys, boom, that's all I need. I'm out the house, I'm ready to go. But that's if I'm just kind of going to the shops or whatever. If I'm actually going out somewhere, then I might take a few more items to be more magically prepared, let's say. And the first of those is, of course, a deck of cards. You might recall me saying that I actually don't take a pack of cards for the reason that it's a weird thing to carry, right? Not for magicians, magicians carry them all the time, but if you want your magic to feel organic and natural and spur of the moment, taking out a pack of cards, it's almost like you were ready for that, and so it doesn't feel natural at all because normal people don't carry these. However, my thoughts on this have kind of fluctuated and changed, and actually I do take a pack of cards when I'm around people who know I'm a magician. If they know I'm a magician, then instantly this kind of makes sense. Oh, you're a magician, of course, you've always got a pack of cards on you. It's almost like a joke. They expect you to have a pack of cards. When I've not had a pack of cards and people have wanted to see a trick, they're a little bit like, whoa, you don't have cards on you at all time? You're a magician, what's that about? It's almost like they think you're a bad magician for not having cards on you. So it's kind of, I'm stuck between 2 worlds, and so I do take a pack of cards at the moment. They might want to see a card trick, so you may as well. And also, if you're bored, it's just a good thing to shuffle and play around with. My hands are constantly busy with a pack of cards. So yeah, that is in my EDC sometimes. And if you are interested, these are, of course, the CVN Strikers, my new deck of cards, which just as I'm filming, fully funded and completed on Kickstarter. I never really thought it would fully fund, to be honest, but it did. It funded 140%, which is absolutely wild to me. So yeah, stay tuned for updates on exactly when you're gonna get your hands on these. They will be available for pre-order on cvn.cards. If you missed the Kickstarter and you do want your hands on these, as well as the 2 other versions, and the other version, they will all be available for pre-order on cvn.cards. Moving on, Polo Mints. Yes, this is an old packet of Polo Mints, clearly that I'm halfway through, but I nearly always have polo mints on me. Now, just having mints on you is a good idea, just to freshen up and have a little minty injection into your life. What am I saying? But also, linking polo mints. It's a trick that I perform. It's a trick that I like to do. So if ever I'm in the mood for doing a really organic piece of magic, sometimes with borrowed polo mints, if someone else has them, then that is the thing that I'm gonna do. It does take a little bit of prep. I don't think it ruins anything to say that, but if you have the prep done as well, then why the hell not? Just do it, it's great. Sometimes instead of polo mints, I will take mints, which have this quite loud and rattly tin, but the tin is really helpful if you want to store other magic tricks inside here. It's just a very satisfying little container. So yeah, sometimes I will take these, most of the time polo mints. Next up is the trick I mentioned I sometimes have on my keys, and I'm talking, of course, about this bad boy. Oh yes, Lux by Lloyd Barnes is it's a killer. I know some people don't like it, and fair enough, but personally, I do think that it is a very good trick. It's something I performed professionally, and I still will continue to perform professionally. Now, if we're talking about natural and organic things to have with you, then yeah, this is neither of those things. That is a huge drawback, which is why personally I like to perform it in a professional setting where you've come, you're prepared, doesn't matter if it's natural or not. You're there to perform magic, so you've brought it with you for that reason. But if you're out and about and you do a trick and use this, yeah, people are going to be questioning, why do you have this? What do you use this for in your day-to-day life? Are you a spy or something? Like what? And for that reason, it is not always on my keys, but with a similar logic to the deck of cards, if the people I'm with know I'm a magician, then having a trick prepared with a slightly unusual object, I don't mind it too much because they know you're a magician, you know you're a magician, everyone knows you're a magician. It's kind of like, okay, you're a weird guy, you have weird things with you, whatever. And of course, you do need one of these as well, an invisible ink pen if you want to perform Lux, but this is so lightweight and so small, you can shove that in a pocket and not really notice it's there. So yeah, that is not really an issue either. And now we get into the items that are not part of my EDC. These are not things that I carry with me every day, but they're my recommendations. They're things that I think are pretty cool, that have magical properties or are magic tricks in and of themselves, and I think could potentially be part of your EDC on certain days. If you just fancy performing that trick that day, you'd shove it in a pocket and you go. But it's not something you carry every day. It's a SDC, a someday carry, you know? That is definitely not a thing, but the first one is Procaps, again by Lloyd Barnes. Lloyd Barnes' second entry into this video. These bad boys are good. These are seriously really, really good. As someone who was a massive fan of dynamic coins back in the day, and still am, I still think it's a great trick. The props make no sense, but the trick is really, really good. This solves the one issue I have with that trick. Procaps make the props make sense. Bottle caps. Why has no one done that before? Why was that not a thing originally? You know, it's almost like the trick should have been that way from the word go. Procaps are just so good. And the actual prop is this big. It is literally a bottle top. It is just a water bottle cap that you can shove in your pocket, and at a moment's notice you have a banging trick right there and then. I love this thing. You know what? I might even take it as my SDC today. My next entry into the list is this. This is Real Man's Wallet. I've said it before, I'll say it again. The worst thing about it is its name. Why is it called Real Man's Wallet? Who knows, but it's a really, really good trick. It has a card to wallet feature where the card ends up in this window right here, and it is so easy to get it in there. But as well as that, it just looks like a normal wallet. So often these magic wallets, it's like bringing out a huge pamphlet. They're massive, right? This is just such a normal size, and it's just such a normal layout. There's nothing weird about it. So definitely one of the most normal looking magic utility wallets that I can think of. Next up on the list is this bad boy right here, which is just an ordinary wooden pencil. There is nothing weird about this at all. But what you can do with it is Heartbeat by Illusionist. It was an Illusionist release, but there are techniques using this that date back way further than that, and this is an incredible piece of magic. but it's not a walk-around piece of magic. It's not a, hey, let me do this to you, let me do this to you, let me do this to you. You're gonna wanna save this for special occasions, but if that special occasion arises and you have this in your pocket, I guess it's not too weird that you have a pencil on you. I guess people carry pencils, right? But yeah, this is a seriously powerful bit of magic. Not to be underestimated. What all? Tried to say whatever and at all, and combine them into what all. Not to be underestimated, what all, old chap. This last one on the list is a little bit of fun, but it is vanishing AirPods. Oh yeah. Now this is definitely, in my opinion, a casual bit of magic. This is showing a stranger on a train, which is something that I've done in the past with this exact thing. This is not something that you're gonna go, hey everyone, look at this magic trick, and then perform it. Because if you set it up as a magic trick, then people are sort of in magic mode and they watch this like a magic trick. And so far, when I've done it like that, this hasn't really fooled many people. Quite a lot of people know what's going on with this, but if you perform it casually, as in you're not saying you're a magician, you're not saying it's a magic trick, you're just saying, hey, look at this weird thing, like, hey, my AirPods do this strange thing, watch. Then it's like, huh? Like what? They have no idea what to expect. It's just completely out of the blue. That is where I think this trick really succeeds. I've just noticed in this video, I've mentioned a couple of Illusionist products, and if you want to buy anything from Illusionist ever, then I have an affiliate link down in the description. Feel free to use that and use the code cavanbooth to get 10% off at Illusionist. It really helps me out, it helps the channel out. I get a small commission at no extra cost. So yeah, if you want to use that, it's down in the description. But there we have it for this EDC video. I really enjoyed making this one. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and if you did, make sure to hit the thumbs up button down below and subscribe to the channel if you're new. If you like anything to do with magic, this is the channel for you. Make sure to subscribe and I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care.